All right. Hello and welcome to my live stream of my practice. Today I'm going to be practicing Star Wars. All right. I'm still a long beginner practicing Star Wars movie songs here. Make sure I bring up my streaming software so I could see what the heck I'm doing. Alrighty. There we go. Good. So Star Wars, yes. It's pretty fun. One of the biggest challenges I find with practicing the violin is simply to find music. You'd be surprised, like, oh yeah, just go online and find it. Like, not so easy. I've already tuned up my violin, so hopefully everything is in check. And I use the app. What do I use? It's called Sound Corset, to where hopefully everything's relatively close. And that's how I learned to tune my violin. So when I play, still a little bouncy. I'm fine under practice, but as soon as I have an audience, so what I'm going to do here is, I need to move back just a bit. Hopefully that looks okay. Good. So I'm working on the Imperial theme. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it in what's called martelé style, where rather normal style. Ooh. You stay on the string, but this style, I'm going to bounce off the string, so it's totally different. But if I can get the sound right, it actually sounds better. And also, instead of letting the violin string vibrate like that, I'm going to actually stop it. So you can hear the ringing, and then all of a sudden I stop it, because as I hit the string, I just gently touch my finger to the violin, as you can see. I'll put it real close. Because what I'm doing is I'm trying to practice learning to hit the correct key on the violin, because as you can see, there are no frets like a guitar, there's no help. This thing is a totally strike you out in the open instrument, which makes it really hard. So instead of B, I'm way off there. That's B. That's A sharp. That's not A sharp. So it's very subtle. Let's just say the symphony is not going to be calling me just yet. So I'm going to just gently practice the Imperial March. Be ready for lots of missed tones and squeaks. That's just how this goes. The piano definitely has an easier growth curve, because you can just, oh, is it on? No, of course not. Yeah, I mean, it's easy. You just hit a couple keys, you get a nice note. The violin, zero help. So I'm just going to crack through the first two lines, and we'll see how we do. yeah, that was much better than last night. So as you can hear, I'm still kind of bouncing the bow and all that because there's a lot of fine motor coordination. But it actually vaguely sounded like the Imperial March. Yay! My favorite aunt is here. Hi, Aunt Nancy. I'm going to type hi into the chat. Hello, welcome to my violin practice. Okay. Now, that's the thing, too. I have earplugs, not because my playing is bad. Of course, I'm still a beginner. But my violin is concert loud. So this thing, like right next to my ear, right here, it's 103 decibels. Meaning that if I continue to play without earplugs, I'll actually damage my hearing long term because this thing is crazy powerful. I mean, I strike a chord, especially on the A. That thing goes all the way back to the concert hall. Versus this. Very gentle, but full power. Woo! Yeah, so that's why I wear the earplugs, because violinists actually damage their hearing over time. But you didn't know that, and I learned that the hard way. I had a full practice session, and then after it, like, gosh, my hearing feels a little like I've been to a rock concert, because I had. Who knew? So, on we go. All right, here we go. Now, this is in C major, and the traditional key on the violin is D major with 2 sharps. So I'm learning to adapt. So let's see, 1, 2. So this whole part of the song repeats, and then I'll hit the second part of the song, and then roll through it. So I'll do my best. Okay, here we go. Nice, okay. Now we forge on. Now here's where it gets interesting. Okay, here we go. I'm learning sight reading too, so give me some patience here. That was sweet. Now, that martelé style completely chews it up and still learning the bouncing. Not bad. Now, if I just play it regular style, legato. Still a little bit different. So the daytime or the martelé style where I'm striking, so that's actually how it's supposed to sound. But as a beginner, traditionally you wouldn't do that. You would simply just play. Boring. Right. So why am I practicing something a little harder? Because all the micro adjustments, if I hit it just right, it actually sounds better. So when I do hit the right note, it actually sounds much better rather than a lot of ringing, because these are supposed to be very distinct. Is this an advanced technique? Yeah, it is. And why am I doing that? Because that's just how I roll. Now, I know I'm going to do a live stream in the piano. Of course, if you're watching this on a regular YouTube, you won't notice a difference there. But let's see. Hello, welcome to violin practice. There we go. Cool. So now that I've done that song, let's see how we're doing in time. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I think I'll call that good for this violin practice on the Imperial March. And that'll be it. Cool. Right. Thank you very much for watching me practicing the violin. It's a long, long march, an Imperial March. To actually play this halfway decently. No Mary Had a Little Lamb, no Twinkle Twinkle. Just literally learning sight reading on the violin through all of its challenges. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.